Okay guys, I picked this one up the other night. It's a 21-inch Troybilt made by MTD. Somebody threw it away in the trash, and it does not run. It will run on spray. If you had smell-o-vision and I opened this gas tank, you would be throwing up. Just like the last one. Look at that. Nobody takes care of this crap. So, I forgot to grab the 7mm. But, yeah. So, I'm going to try to just drop the bowl and see how it is. And we're going to go from there. If I have to do a full cleaning, then I will have to do a full cleaning. But let me get a 7mm out, if I can find one in a hurry. Because I was not prepared. And I forgot to get one before I turned the camera on. It's up in here, this drawer somewhere. 7.5. That ain't gonna help. Who the heck makes a 7.5 socket anyway? Jeez. I found like 3 7.5s before I even found one 7mm. Okay. So. Got my 1/4-inch ratchet because I will need that, and it should be up here on the bench because we were using it on that project the other night, and I know, too much time searching for parts, tools, but hey, you know what, at least I know where they are. There it is, that's the stripped out one, but it'll work for now. Okay. 7, 7, and the other two are 8. Now you do not want to use an impact taking and putting them back in. Flash! Come here, boy. Sometimes he'll respond and come actually to me. Other times, like now, he says, yeah, no, not happening. Now these two 7mm ones that are headed ones that I'm removing now, that screws directly into plastic. So you don't want to do that. Alright, let's see. Flash, what are you doing? It's not like he's going to answer me either. I stripped out part of this ratchet. I know because I felt it that one day. I need this. Now, I'm not going to worry about making a mess on the floor because we're just going to use this mat here, put it underneath and soak up all the gas, that because it's not that much in the tank, it's not that much in the carburetor. So that's a real long one, and there it is. Almost lost that ratchet already. And that green one that was in the last video is already posted for sale. Alright, let me just get set down there. This floor is dirty. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Alright, I got it out. Oh yeah. That was nasty. And besides that, this floor of this shed has so much oil and gas soaked into it anyway. It'll be fine. Okay, let's see. What else is there? We disconnect the fuel line. I gotta spray out that bowl, and then we're gonna throw it together and see if it runs. If it doesn't, then we'll be pulling that carburetor completely off. Okay. Sorry guys, grabbing the channel lock. Because that's what I have that's close by. So, what I'm thinking is this thing's been sitting for a couple of years. Because the place I got this from out of the crash, the guy died a couple of years ago. So, safe assumption that this thing's been sitting for a couple of years at least. Oh. You know what, guys? I think it's time to replace that fuel line. Got a piece right up here that I can cut. Okay. Now somebody in the comments gonna tell me, hey, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't rinse out the gas tank with carb cleaner. Well, tell me why. Okay. See, that's fuel line. Now the piece I'm putting on is the stuff that Terrell uses. No clamps needed. Alright, new fuel line on. Spray out this bowl. Where's this pyro carb cleaner? Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna find the main jet down here. I'm just gonna blow some through it. Okay, it's clear. So it was just that gas that was keeping this thing from running. Now this bowl has to go on a certain way. They do make this carb by the Chinaman on eBay. I think a buddy of mine says it's like 15 bucks. But, you know, if you don't have to spend that money, then don't. It's very easy to clean these carburetors, but you have to be careful because you can break the jets. And I did have a carburetor that I couldn't get right. That sat for a long time. I ended up replacing the jets in it, and it worked. Now these engines here, you know, would I own one? No. This recoil is close to 100 bucks. You can pretty much just go out and buy a new mower if that recoil goes. So they got you pretty good, Briggs does now. Okay, I think that's on. Alright. Now, clean up the air filter assembly the best you can. I gotta get a rag from over there. Now, there's a breather tube back here, and you can do one of two things. I'm gonna, first off, I'm going to put the two screws in for that hold it. The ones that go into metal, I'm going to put on and with the impact. The other ones I'm going to have to do with by hand. Okay. You can either pull this recoil off, or what I like to do is just reach my hands back there and fish around until you find that rubber breather, and voila, it's on. Okay. Get the new air filter, part number 102851. It's a Stens filter, just like what I used in the last video. Take out the spark plug. This one's had the spark plug changed. It's got some weird plug in it. Got an auto light. You know, plug don't look bad, but I don't know about that plug. Don't even know if it's the correct one in an auto light, so it's best just to replace it. Come on, get in there. Alright, so let's check the oil, because I know it needs an oil change, but we should get it running first. Let's put some gas in it. Move some of this stuff out of the way. And I do have to change the blade, but I'll do that when it's tipped over for the oil change. Clean up my mess in a bit. Now this is an auto start, so it means it's got a choke, an auto choke. So let's see if it'll fire up. So it will run. Definitely needs a new blade because I can feel it vibrating. Could it be bent? Yeah. Very well could be bent. Oh shoot, guys. Why didn't you tell me about that? I forgot what something. I forgot these screws. We all make mistakes, guys. Just remember. Even a professional makes mistakes. I hope you guys are being able to see this. I should have checked that before. Oh yeah. Alright, that's in. Alright, let's get this oil changed. Oh yeah, that blade is bent. I can tell. That's the reason why it's vibrating a little bit. Yeah, it's bent a little bit, guys. So, and it's thinned out. Because we live in sand. Plus that you can tell this deck's been sat out. It'll run for a few years still. Once I run it out in the sand a little bit, it'll polish right up. Well, that sucks. Now I gotta go find one of those. Which I think I have them. Hold on, guys. Let me go look in my parts. Alright, guys. I went out to a parts mower and grabbed one. Alright. This thing is finished draining. Now I gotta put oil in it. Just like in the last video, this thing does not have an oil drain because they like to cheap out. So, just like on the other video, I'm finishing off the 1030. And yes, people are going to say, well, you're not supposed to use 1030 and a lawnmower, blah, 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 blah. I know that. All my machines run 1030 unless it's an old cast iron Kohler. Then, depending on how it gets used. If it gets mainly used in wintertime, then it gets 1030. Summertime, 30 weight. And you know how hard it is to find 10 or straight 30 weight right now? It's kind of hard. And I don't use Traveler brand because that Tractor Supply brand tends to end up smelling burnt. If you buy oil from there and you actually smell it, it smells burnt. And I don't like that. I don't know, that was a few years ago, but still, I wouldn't buy it. Right on the full money, or full money, geez, full mark. Okay guys, let's see if this thing will fire back up. I'm gonna have to wash it, and then I'm gonna have to, well, I'm gonna have to run it a little bit and then wash it. Guys, like I said, it needs ran. I'm going to go and run it around a little bit. It is dark, and then I'll wash it and go from there. I mean, like I said, it's crusty. I mean, sell it and somebody will get a few years out of it as long as they don't mow wet grass. But as long as they do maintenance and whatnot and don't mow wet grass, it'll be fine. I also got the chute for this one. Alright guys, bye.